Hey, welcome to Blogging for Profits. I'm your presenter, Chris During, and today we're going to be posting our first blog post to the blog. So I've got a sample blog post here that I've written. I wanted to go over this with you guys, have you guys kind of take a look at it a little bit here, and just let's break it down. I mean, I just kind of did some quick posting here, so we may find some various typos and things like that. Let me point out a couple things in the post here. I've just done a quick and easy top 10 cover songs of all time type of a post. A couple things I put in here, some red. Whenever I came up with an artist's name, for the most part, I tried to put in a link there. The idea on that is that eventually, as we create more posts and things of that nature, that we would then link back to a page or a post for that particular artist, things like that. And so I put those in red so we know that those are to link. And then here I also have some areas where I have insert video and a link for the purchase of the MP3 version of the song. So that way you can just kind of see, makes it pretty easy to kind of go through after the fact and add that information. So we'd start off just posting a few items like this, filling in the videos. With a blog, we want to have some decent content before we go out and start searching for affiliate relationships and other things to monetize the site. Because if I go to an affiliate network, for example, if I went to iTunes and I said, hey, I want to promote your products on iTunes through an affiliate link, they're going to ask to look at my blog or my website or where it is I'm planning to do that. And if they don't see a relationship that fits for them, there's not a very good chance that they're going to post my material. So we want to start by creating some good content on the site. So I typically, when I have a client who wants to get into blogging and affiliate marketing, the first 2 months, we want to post daily to the site, essentially, and on those daily posts, we would set them up very similar to this, but we wouldn't have any affiliate relationships in that first 2 months. After that 2 months, then we would be able to take that information, have a good, viable site that we could show the affiliates that we're wanting to work with, and have something that they would be able to in turn say, yeah, that looks really good, and give us some opportunity to promote their products. So that's typically how I do it. Now, obviously, with us, we're only meeting once a week. We're not going to post things daily, unless you guys have all written a good blog post here, and then we'll just get them scheduled one after another to show up on the website. But I wanted to let you kind of read through this. So I guess we'll just kind of have you take a look at it here. I'll scroll slowly through and let you guys take a look. So we're doing the top 10 cover songs of all time. And we'll start with the first one, let you guys kind of read through the little write-up there. And then if you have any comments or any thoughts as to additional information or other things we could put in there, let me know in that first section. And remember, this is our opportunity to evaluate everything. We're looking at punctuation, grammar, spelling, and I can't say for certain that I've done a good job, but if there's anything you guys notice, let me know. We'll note that before we take you over and post it on the site. Okay, hopefully you've all had a chance to kind of read through that. I'm going to go down here to the next one and let you guys read through that second or number 2 on our list here. We'll just let you kind of go over this information and see what you think. I've found something here. I want to amend this, and let's see. That's not the right red, but you guys get the idea. It's another band name there that we want to be able to link back to. Okay, moving on to the next one. Okay, I'll let you guys go ahead and read that little write-up. Found another one here. Boy. That's not the right red either. That's all right. Okay. Keep moving down here a little bit. Number 4.
Oh, hey, Connie, how you doing? You know what, I didn't. In fact, I just hung up with another client and was literally dying when you called. So, good timing. Perfect timing. Well, good to get you on the phone, Connie. How's your week been?
All righty, let's keep moving down here. I must have done a pretty good job. No one's commenting on anything. If you guys have comments, let me know for sure.
How many did you get through? Okay. Right, that's a big thing. Yep.
Grammatical error in first line of number 2. Okay. We'll go back and look at that. And I've got another 9-inch nails be the same as in earlier version. 9-inch nails. Oh, I'm sorry, Donna. So we're putting it in red as a reference to come back and link. that to another page that we'll be creating later on in the process of building the site. So as we create information, maybe for example, we would create a page for David Bowie cover songs or unplugged songs, things like that. And we would use this as a link to go back to that page on the site. And that's what the red is there, just as a memo for us. Yeah, so Brecky, I'm not sure what you're referring to with the 9-inch nails. Let's go back up here and take a look. So yeah, 9-inch nails here is just a band. So I linked or I created that as a link to come back and refer to later. We don't want to do it necessarily in every instance of the site, but just once per. So if I repeated Jimi Hendrix, for example, I wouldn't come back and link to Hendrix here, for example, just the first time or that sort of thing. So that's kind of the idea there. Yeah. So Donna, yes, we'll link those later on. So this is just kind of as a template for us as I write the information. Highlighting that text reminds me to come back and maybe create those pages later on. So that's kind of the idea. Hey guys, what number were we on? I don't I don't remember. We looked at that one. I think this is where we were at. So keep working here. Oh, thank you, Bracky. All right, so 9-inch nails with the 9 spelled out or the number 9. That's a good point. It should. I'm pretty sure it should be spelled out 9. So we'll go back and redo that. Thank you. Okay, originally should not be capitalized. Thank you, Oliver. What number, Oliver? What number was that one in? Is that here in number 5 or? Okay, back in number 2. Okay, got it. Thank you. All right, we'll make a note of that. Okay, keep moving forward here. I give you 2 at once.
Your name means so very little to almost nothing. You can name it anything you want and you can find. So the username isn't a big deal. Now later, your website name is a different story.
Oh, man, I need to do Isley Brothers here.
But on eBay, it doesn't really matter. That's so funny. That's so funny. Well, that's okay.
Okay, awesome.
I think I found you here.
Let's keep moving here. Can we get both of these on? If I don't show you the title. All right. So in this case, I did do Nirvana again because we had 2 of their songs. Maybe I don't necessarily need to do that, so I'm gonna, let's see, change that to black. Okay, awesome. And again here with Dylan, so change that to black. Okay, perfect. But I do have a couple here that we can do. Okay, guys, we're ready for the last one here. Actually, I have a lot of opportunities in this one. Let's see.
Okay, cool. So you got your name. What about PayPal? Tell me about that a little bit more.
Okay, got it. So we got a few additional things in there. Okay, perfect. So good feedback, guys. We definitely want to go back and fix some of those things. So let me get back here to number 2. It seems like we had some of the more prominent issues there. All right, was a grammatical error in the first line. Remembers the first time he saw the video for Johnny Cash's cover of his song. Okay, tell me where I'm wrong there, Oliver, if you will. Let me know what I need to fix and how it should read, and we'll be happy to change that. Originally should not be capitalized. Oh, there we go. Originally. And we're going to change that to 9-inch nails. Thank you. Okay.
Well, when you get a couple of those listeners, of course you remember my little training. That takes you step by step through it. If you need to review that, do it. But
okay, so that was the only issues there. Okay, well, good. I think that means we're ready. So from here, then let's go ahead and pull up our blog, and I'm gonna post it side by side here. So when we post a new blog post, we can go in here to new post, and the title. Do you guys like the title? And what's your thoughts there on the title? Anything we could do to make that more appealing based on the information we got last time? I actually changed it since I've shown it. Since I wrote it the first time, I changed it before I showed you. I had 10 written out, and I remembered it's best to show numbers. So that said, anything else that you guys might change in that title based on what we wrote, or what do you think? What are your thoughts there? Okay, I guess no feedback is good feedback. Let's see, my top cover songs of all time. Bracky suggests my top cover songs of all time, or my top 10 cover songs of all time. What do you guys think there? Should we go ahead and add my to that list, or to that title, my top 10 cover songs of all time? I think that's okay. I mean, yeah, and we're like I said, we're writing this as us, right? And that's good. So I like it. I like that idea, Bracky. Donna agrees with you. It looks good. So we'll keep that unless anybody else has any other ideas. And then from there, we're just going to go ahead and copy all of this information. And we'll paste that right in. Okay. And so that looks pretty good. Now, as far as images, because I'm going to be putting in videos on all of these, I'm not too concerned about images because there'll be a picture for each of the videos there. So I don't necessarily need to find a picture of Johnny Cash and Jimi Hendrix and all of this. I don't think that's necessary for us at this point. So we'll do that now. Let's look at labels. Okay. So what are labels, right? Labels are kind of like your hashtags in Twitter. They're ways for people to find information on your site. So we might create labels for Jimi Hendrix, Johnny Cash, Nine Inch Nails, Bob Dylan, all of those things, and eventually that would probably be good to put in here. But initially, these are just going to be our main keyword phrases. So let's see. Let's do top cover songs. Separate each phrase by a comma so it knows where to break up the label. Let's see. How about music remake? Okay. Anything else you guys think of there that we ought to put in? Okay, and we've got a couple of additional comments here. Bracky says we should also change the name at the top of the post as well. We didn't include that when we copied and pasted it in, so I don't think it's showing there. I think it starts right here. So yeah, if we did show it at the top of the post, we would also of course change that. And then Oliver suggests that we should have a little bit of consistency with our song titles. Should they all be in quotations, or they should all be underlined, or they should all be in italics, or whatever it is. I agree. You got here it's in quotation marks, here it's in a single quotation, and so forth. So yeah, absolutely. We'll definitely want to go back and kind of revise that information. Good point. All right. Will I show again the steps to doing the post? So I wrote the post just in a Google Doc. I just created it here using those kind of indicators. I changed the color where I wanted to add links, and I put in insert a video here. And we'll go back and grab video information and put that in a later date. But that's kind of the idea. And then I just copied and pasted over to Blogger. So we went into our Blogger account. That took us to, let me save this so we can get back. And I went, so we were on our blog here at melodychain.com. And then from here, right up at the top, we just clicked on New Post, and it gives us a blank sheet, and that's where we went. Now, let's go back, and it should be under drafts right here. And so you can see there's our draft. We just essentially put in the title and then pasted in the remainder of the information. Now, a nice feature with Blogger is that you can schedule posts. Okay, so if I wanted to post right now, I can come in and just click publish. Otherwise, I can set a date and time, and it'll publish that way. So when you guys get in and start writing posts here for the blog, if we have more than one, we don't want to put them all on at once. What we'll do is we'll put one in, and then we'll schedule the remainder from there. So we'll have those scheduled for the next day and the next day, and until we fill that up, and so on. So I'm going to go ahead and post this one automatically since it'll be our first post. Well, let's go down and look at our permalink. So the permalink here is a link to the blog post based on the title. We can change that if we want, so that it maybe is a little easier or whatever. I can just change this section so it says my top 10 cover songs of all time. That's fine with me. I mean, obviously it covers our keywords and does what I want it to do, so I don't mind it being that way. But if I wanted to change it, I could come in and change it right there. We could put in a location for the item, you know, on Google Maps. Nothing we're going to do there because there's no real reason for it. And then under options, we get some options here that we want to look at. Reader comments. Do we want to allow people to comment on our post or not? I certainly don't mind doing that. So we can say allow. In compose mode, should they be able to put in HTML or use line breaks and things like that? Again, I'm fine with all of that, so I would just go ahead and say that's okay. And at this point, the last part I want to put in here is just basically a summary that encourages some engagement. So that is my list, period. Tell me what you think and what, there should be a comma there, right? I'm really not very good at English, guys. Tell me what you think and what your list would look like. Oops. Okay, so any other thoughts there? What do you guys think of that? Do you think that that'll drive people to comment? Do you think people will get in and respond there and answer us and tell us what they think? I'm kind of hoping that that's the case. I'd like to see other lists. That gives us more opportunity to put in more music and more songs and continue linking to other pages and things like that. So more engagement is always a good thing. Okay, Brecky has a good question here. Should our last comment be bold or larger or in color or something? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Kind of help it stand out just a little bit. I think we could definitely do that. Let's look at that here a little bit. Let's see. So if I take that and well, what do you think? Let's go ahead and do that in a blue. What do you guys think? And let's end it with a question mark as well. And I like the idea of making it a little bit bolder. Let's do that as well. So let's see. Let's do normal is what it already is. Let's do large. There we go. Okay, there you go. What do you guys think of that? Okay, perfect, guys. Well, let's go ahead and publish this. So we're going to go ahead and publish it for now. We can share it on Google Plus. So let's go ahead and share that. Send it out there, and people can look at it. And then let's go ahead and view our blog so you guys can see what that does. Okay. So that comes in here, and you get a little post like this. It's a little bit long this way, so I might come back in and change. Well, actually, let me open up here a little bit more full size. So I might come in and I might go through and revise some of the way that we've got this structured, so our main blog post is not so narrow. But yeah, we'll take a look at that here. But there's our post. It looks pretty good, guys. I think it's fairly easy to read, fairly simple to work with and look at. We'll come back in and talk about how to do some of this stuff here in the future. But I definitely want to challenge you guys this week to create your own blog posts. Even if we do some of the same things, some of the same ideas. If you guys want to put something together, and send it to me here, we'll put it on, and I think next week we'll probably start looking at finding affiliate relationships. So I want to have at least a few posts on the site before we dig into that. But excited to see that and get going with that. So let's go ahead and open it up for any questions that you guys may have, and we'll get out of here in just a few more minutes.